Hey there guys, I'm so sore. Went back to gym 2 weeks ago. Oh, speedway car over there. Right over there. Anyway, I went back to gym 2 weeks ago. First week I didn't push very hard because it's the first week, but second week I pushed hard. And my chest is killing me. Chest muscles, they're sore as hell. Anyway, that's not why we're here. It's 6:20. I asked you last week what I should do, whether I should turn it into a race car or sell it and buy something else that's more suited to the cause. But out of the 4 people who did reply to my question, thank you guys, by the way, I am going to race the 620. I think it'll be far more interesting racing something that's off the out of the categories. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but 2 weeks time I have booked myself in for a race at Collinggrove Hill Climbs. Yeah, I used to race there in my 240Z years ago with the RB25 motor in it. I managed to 39 second. That's not major fast, but it's starting to show that you've got a little bit of skill. Not a lot, but you got potential. Anyway, I'll be happy if I get a 49 in this. See what happens. Anyway, I'll tell you another funny story about the old 620 here. Restoration revival. I missed the T. And I went to Nissan Datsun Nationals like that, and no one noticed, luckily. There's even a photo on the Nissan Datsun Nationals Facebook page of that door. And no one commented, no one noticed. But I only took it that one day because I was paranoid the second day. I couldn't take it back, so I took the patrol instead. I told you about that anyway. And yeah, you gotta laugh. So yeah, racing the 620. Gonna take it down, see what happens, see if I break it. Anyway, doesn't matter if I do, I can fix it. Let's go down and talk about the customer's car, the 240Z. I'll meet you down the shed. So I got a fair bit done in my first week working on the 240Z, even for a short 4-day week. I'll put some photos up of what this did look like, if you can't remember from my previous videos, but this whole dog leg was missing. I also had to fabricate the inner sill panel that goes up inside the dog leg. I had to fabricate it from nothing because the original one wasn't even existing. So, bit of guesswork from memory of what the shape looked like, but it's inside the sill panel, so it's not that important as long as it's structural. So yeah, I had to make the inner flat sheet of the sill panel as well as the actual sill panel itself. Also had to fabricate some of the inner wheel well, which was missing. So yeah, making stuff from nothing. That's that side. I got that done, and it all matches up pretty well. So I also got the other side done. This side wasn't as bad. I still cut the original sill panel out because there was a chunk missing there, but I had to open it right up because there was surface rust on the inside, and I also had to remake the same inner wheel well there. So I've replaced that side as well, and I've also done this corner here on the front guard and closed in the 2 American repeater holes because Australian 240Zs didn't have them. And I've got to get a mini belt sander so I can finish tidying up the welds, but there was rust where the battery sat. This is left-hand drive, if you've watched my previous videos. So the battery is on this side, on the right-hand side of the car, where it's usually on the left-hand side for Australian delivered cars. So yeah, 240Z is humming along. I've started on the second side front guard. Got to close in the hole on this side for the indicator as well. But I've started on this corner. Yeah, so that should be done Monday morning. And then after that, it's pretty much, I've got some indiscretions on the floor pan on the right hand side I've got to fix. And then it's pretty much ready to start blocking it back for body filler and high fill primer. So it's humming along quite well, the old 240Z. Okay, that's that. This weekend, well, today is Saturday, and it's a big chunk of it has been taken up by domestic duties and social interaction. But I'll meet you up in my other shed. The old CX500's got a leak in the inlet boot there, so I bought some new inlet tubes. That's got to be done one day when I get time. But for the rest of this weekend, I've got a couple of more chores that I've got to tend to this weekend. But up under here, I'm tending to rust again. As you might have seen in my last video, I made this section here up, ready to weld in. So I got up to this part here last week. Hang on. I've already made this part up, which goes up here. Needs a bit of tweaking before I weld it in, but as I showed you just a minute ago, I also made this part up here because it was rusted out. Goes in there somehow. And then I've got the inside part, which I've got to make up today. So, as I said before, the day's nearly done today because of domestic duties and stuff. So I'm just going to get, I've got an hour or two, I'm just going to get as much as I can get done today as I can. I'm not going to record today. I might do a little bit of recording tomorrow, videoing. So yeah, I'm going to say see you later until then. Guys, it's the next day. I ended up coming out of the shed last night after dark and started pulling my bike apart just so I could get the carbies sorted out. So I got it that far. Carbies are off. Check the float levels, and because they've been leaking out of the bowls, out of the actual where the gaskets sit. Turns out these gaskets here are no good. They've stretched and they're larger than the actual face of where they have to seal. So I've ordered new gaskets, so I've got to wait a couple of weeks before they come. But yeah, the main reason I took them off was to replace the boots. Got the new ones here. But yeah, the old one had a split in it. Here it is here, I think. See if I can get you to have a look at that. Yeah, it's right there, and can't really see it on the... Not while I'm trying to do it with one hand anyway. So yeah, I'm back on the 240Z again. I should be cleaning up my shed because it's a mess, but yeah, hang on, where did I put my bits? Just one moment. So I ended up cutting this bit out so I could fix it out of the car. I've already welded up that rust hole there, which was the main rust hole. But the main reason I took it out was because it was all surface rusty on the inside, and as you can see I've blasted it and it's done that. So I've also got to fix that little area there. This had little rust holes all the way up along here. I've tacked them up. I just got to grind them off, and then I'll weld it back together and weld it back in the car. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with that today. It's almost halfway through the day already. I just can't seem to get a full day going on my car. So I'm going to get into it right now, and I'll see you in a minute. Right. Got that part finished off. Well, almost finished off. I've still got to grind down some welds and tidy it up a little bit more, particularly on the inside. But yeah, it's in there. So I'm happy about that, because that was a fiddly effort. But I've got one more fiddly effort to go down there yet. I'm not looking forward to that one either. Yeah. And then you know, the one over there I've still got to do. Yeah. Yep, I'll get into that as well. But yeah, so I'll see how I go next weekend. Maybe next weekend. And then I'll start at the back of the car and start working my way forward again. I've got a whole heap of welds at the back of the car I've still got to grind down. Yeah, and it's working on the panel fitment, getting all the panels to fit properly. Still has some rust in the hatch I've got to attend to. It's like a never-ending job, this car. It just goes on and on. Oh, it's going to be worth it when I finish, I hope. Yeah. Anyway, next weekend I also got to do a little bit of maintenance on the 620 before I take it to the racetrack the following weekend. Fun. Alright guys, that's it for now. I'll catch you next weekend. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell, all that crap. See you then. Bye guys.